Hey, what's up guys, it's Royalty, and today I'm going to be teaching you guys how to do a tail whip. Tail whip is really not an easy trick to learn. It definitely takes a lot of muscle and a lot of balls. Tail whip was one of those tricks for me that just took me like a really long time to learn. And when I was like 13, I broke my ankle trying to catch pedals. So it just it fucked my head up for a really long time. And I was like really scared of tail whips for like a minute. Then I finally learned them, and I don't catch pedals at all. So if you guys are looking to catch pedals for this video, I'm not teaching that because I don't know how to catch pedals, honestly. Every time I try to catch pedals, I literally just slip off them. It's weird. I don't know how people do it. I catch pedals every once in a while by accident, and it just feels like a normal tail whip. So I just I don't really know what the hell I do that does that, but it's weird. If I'm sure the people that know how to tail whip, they know exactly what I'm talking about. I would say before you try a tail whip on your bike, you try it on like a scooter or something, just to get used to that motion of the oval. And it's like 10 times easier to do it on a scooter than a bike, because a scooter weighs I don't know, 5 pounds, not even. If you don't have a scooter to try the tail whip on, you can try it on your bike. Just stand next to your bike and kick the bike around. I'll show you in a second. Once you can do what I just showed you, then you can start trying hop tail whips or into banks or out of ramps. When you do it out of ramps, or maybe just quarter pipes, really just quarter pipes, you're gonna want to wait until both your wheels hit the coping and then kick the bike around, and then start trying to make the bike come around. Because if you kick it too early, you're just gonna dead sail, and that shit is not fun to do at all. That shit sucks. And I used to do that shit a lot, and the main thing to cause that to not happen is just, instead of kicking your bike out like that, with all your might, just kind of just scoop it a little bit and fling it. And really, if you skateboard, it's kind of like scooping a tray flip. It's the same feeling as that. You just do it really quickly, and it'll stop that dead sailing shit for good, because that shit sucks. I felt so many times learning how to tail whip, doing dead sails, and it's the worst fall ever, because you can't really get out of it. You just send you straight to fucking nothing. It sucks really bad. I would say that the tail whip is pretty much mostly all in your arms. You don't really the leg, using your legs is really just to get the bike to start going. Once the bike starts going, the trick is really just with your arms and putting your feet on the cranks or pedals. I had that so messed up for a long time, and I used to try to use all my might when I tail whip, with everything, even kicking, and it's like a disaster. It's definitely not how to do the trick. It's more of in your arms. Once you fling the bike and you use your arms, the bike will it'll come around really fast. Don't be afraid to make the bike go around extra fast, because the faster the bike goes around, the better it's gonna feel when you land on the cranks. Because I really don't know why, but I used to tail whip when I very first learned how to tail whip. I used to do tail whips I'm not trying to talk down on him or nothing, but Nigel, he kind of you do a tail whip and his bike hits the floor before his feet even get on the pedals and stuff. I used to do them just like that, because I was scared of making my bike smack my legs too hard, because I thought that it would hurt. And honestly, when you do the tail whips Nigel's way, it hurts more than making the bike come around real fast and smacking your feet. It's weird, but it's something that I learned throughout the years of doing tail whips. It's the faster you do it, it's it makes a tail whip feel like a no-footer, but if you whip it really slow, it fucking fuck your ankles up. I'm gonna show you guys my ankles from learning tail whips and breaking it, and how swollen my catching foot is compared to the foot that I don't catch with. I used to wear ankle braces. Now people think I got ankle braces on when I don't. The ankle that I broke before is literally like bulletproof. Like I hit the shit out of that motherfucker sometimes and it does not hurt at all. It's weird. Like this thing is like something else. Say for the tail whip, you definitely want to fully commit for the trick, just like I said with any other trick. This is a trick that taught me that when I broke my ankle, after I felt that pain, I just like I became a lot more careful with the way I do stuff and send stuff because that pain was like really serious at the time, and that shit hurts. Like it's not a game. When you fuck your shit up, man, that shit is like, man, fuck that. I don't be trying to get hurt, bro. That shit is just not where it's at. So I'm really careful with my shit when I do shit, and I rather bitch out 100 times before I actually fully send it because of that. Because when you get hurt, it's like the worst thing ever. And then like if you do break some shit, you're gonna have to fucking sit out and be bored as hell at your house for fucking months and shit. So it's just like, I'd rather be a bitch and fucking not go for something 100 times before I fully go for it. And another thing with that is I learned that if you just kind of like bitch out until you fully feel comfortable going for whatever you're trying, it helps you out from not getting hurt. Even if you do fall, if you're fully committing, you like for some reason don't get hurt for some reason. I don't know why it's like that, but you'll get like kind of hurt if you do get hurt, but it's not like fucking you're breaking nothing or anything like that. That'll save you from getting hurt so many times if you just like listen to what I gotta say. I've been riding for fucking years, bro. That's from Tail Whips. I say the best way to catch cranks is aiming your heel like right there and kind of aiming your foot out like how my foot is right there, and you'll kind of just land like literally like that on the cranks, and that's like the best way to land a tail whip. With my personal opinion, because I don't really know how to catch pedals and shit, but it's definitely a nice way to catch the bike, because if you catch like a little bit too far back, your ankle hits literally right there on the frame, which I do all the time, but my ankle is fucking bulletproof like I told you guys, so it doesn't really hurt anymore. But for anybody who's like learning this trick and stuff, I advise you probably put some fucking ankle bracelets on, because you're gonna be hitting your frame right there a lot, and your ankle's gonna fucking hurt like a motherfucker if you hit that same spot back to back and it's already hurting, and you do the trick again and it's like you didn't even let your ankle heal and you're still riding because you're so damn addicted to riding and shit. At the time that I learned how to tail whip, I mostly only rode street. I never really rode park like that, and there wasn't really that many parks around here except for like skate park at Tampa, but I didn't go there until I got like a little bit older, because I didn't have like a car and stuff. So I used to just mostly ride street spots like around my house that I used to live at and stuff. And I learned how to tail whip into a bank at the old Bro Bowl like years ago, instead of like learning it out of a ramp too. And I was like 14 when I learned how to do it, or 15. And I just think that's weird, because I know that a lot of people mostly learn it out of ramps and stuff, and then they take it to like into a bank or like down something, and it wasn't like that for me. So I'm letting you guys know this, because maybe you're like me too, and you probably can get closer to landing it into like a little bank that's not too steep and not too like not steep. So just keep that in mind. Maybe if you can't get it around out of a ramp or something, maybe you're better at doing it flat and maybe into something. I would say into banks is probably the best way, but it's probably because I learned them that way. So, you know, who knows? It sucks that my sponsors fucking moved to, what was it, North Carolina, South Carolina? Where you at, Spencer? Spencer used to have the fucking trunk full of spokes, wheels, pegs, tools, seats. Spencer pretty much had a fucking bike shop in his fucking car. I need the hookup, bro. Like, seriously. My wheel is so warped that I couldn't fit the spokes in right there. So I just left it like that and I tightened my wheel. I'm riding heavy duty right now, cuz. It's a hazard though, so it'll be straight. When you're gonna go for the tail whip, I would say to do what I told you guys to do in the beginning of the video. Just whip the bike around you and get onto the pedals before the bike hits a few times before you go and try it out of a ramp or down something or like into a bank. And pretty much from doing that, it builds your confidence up to like go for the pedals while you're in the air, and it kind of makes you feel like the trick that you're doing is on the floor instead of you being in the air, if you can fool your mind into believing that. And pretty much it just gets you a lot better at being more confident in doing the trick. And remember to not halfway commit, because that's how I broke my ankle, and this trick is definitely a ankle biter and fucking ankle breaker if you let it be. So just fully commit and just make the bike come around really fast, because pretty much all you gotta do is just make the bike come around fast enough to the point that even if you wanna not commit to it, the bike's already under you and you're gonna land it anyways, because you can't do nothing about it because it's already there. One thing I've learned throughout the years of riding is every trick feels weird at first when you don't know how to do it, but then once you learn how to do it, it gets easier and easier. And tail whip is definitely one of those tricks too. I feel like every trick is one of those tricks. So once you start getting yourself used to it and practicing it a few times a day, you know, you'll get better at it and keep getting better at it. It's just not gonna come right away. For some people it does, like Lil B, he just learned how to tail whip, and he literally started trying tail whips probably maybe a month into trying tail whips or something, and not even, he started landing them. But he had me there teaching him too and stuff, which is different. I didn't have nobody there to teach me, so like maybe that's why I broke my shit and had to learn the hard way and shit. But for everybody it's different, you know. You guys have me, so maybe all the information that I gave you will help you learn how to do it way faster than I learned how to do it. If any of you guys learn how to tail whip from this video, please send me a video of you doing the tail whip, because I think that shit is pretty lit. It makes me laugh hard as fuck to see somebody learn something from me teaching them. See, that right there is why I don't catch pedals.